Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. So as the title says, I have just completed the last engine swap in my at-home shop. So this one is a JDM K24A. We replaced it from the K20 Z3. The Z3, I guess, had frozen or something and broke the water pump, and just the water and the oil was mixed on the coolant and the engine oil. But that's not even why I replaced it, because I didn't even realize it till I started pulling it. But the block was cracked behind the starter, and it was just pouring out water, dripping. So that's why we replaced it. And like I said, once I started draining the coolant and the water, this is what I found. You can see there some of that mixture that came out of the coolant. It was the same thing coming out of the oil pan, but you see all this white residue. That's all coolant residue where the block had cracked right here behind the starter. It was running down. So this is the original K20 Z3 after I pulled everything off of it. But I'm going to attach some clips just kind of showing the process for swapping over a JDM K24A from the K20 Z3. You also need Flash Pro and some other stuff to make it work 100%. We don't have that on there yet, but the car does run. I just haven't driven it, and because it still has the original K24 VTC on there, as well as the original oil pump. So we didn't do any of those upgrades at this time. So back to the last motor swap that I'm doing here at my at-home garage. For the last 2 years, I've been running a mobile mechanic business out of my van. I have 2 employees, one's full-time and one is part-time. I actually have 2 of these vans. My full-time guy has the other one, and my part-time guy rides with me 3 days a week. And it's just gotten to the point that we stay so busy on the mobile side that I don't really have a lot of time to do stuff here at the house, and the stuff gets backed up. And it's a disaster in this shop. Right, it's kind of small space too, and I don't live in town where I actually do my mechanic work at. I live about 35 minutes away. And so what I'm going to do, or what I have done, is I have leased another shop. And the plan is to start limiting the amount of mobile that we do. We can still do our mobile mechanic business too, but we're going to limit it and start getting customers into the shop. The shop is actually in town where I do my mobile mechanic business, so I've already established a customer base, and I actually have people already waiting to bring their cars there. And I plan to get back into doing more Honda stuff there at my new shop, and being able to do more stuff like this K24A swap, because I plan to hire at least one more person there full-time at the shop to hopefully be able to do repairs and that kind of stuff, to where I can hey, y'all chill. We got puppies and they're just full of life. But I want to be able to focus more of my time doing this kind of stuff and stuff that I enjoy doing. Hey, y'all be quiet, I'm trying to film. But anyways, it would be very nice. And the shop that I've rented is 3,000 square feet, and it's going to be great. It has 4 bays. I'm bidding on some lifts that end today, and I'm hoping to get at least 3. And so I'll be able to do a lot more there. So I plan to get both of the CRVs down there. I got some big plans for them, but just right now running the mobile, I don't have a lot of time. And also with the mobile, we run into hiccups here and there. Say like if we're trying to fix something and we run into other issues, we're having to run back and forth to the parts store, to where if I'm stationary somewhere and I run into an issue, I can call the parts store and say, hey, bring me this, and they'll bring it to me, and I can start on the next car instead of having to take my time to drive back and forth and do all this stuff that I'm not really getting paid for. So I think it's going to be beneficial financially, as well as just time management in general. So like I said, we'll just limit our mobile stuff to probably just do our commercial customers, because I've got several commercial customers that I serve doing that. So maybe just do those, and then as far as the private sector that we normally do, just limit that back to brakes, alternators, and starters. So I do a lot of those. So maybe, and do just maybe 3 appointments a day on mobile side, and hopefully be able to sustain that way. But I think, like I said, we've got enough of a customer base already established that people are willing to bring it to the shop. And there's a lot of stuff that we do on the road that really needs a shop. Shocks, ball joints, wheel bearings, front end work, all kinds of stuff, And it would also enable me to do more stuff like engines and transmissions and air conditioning and all that stuff that I'm not currently able to do out on somebody's driveway. So yeah, I'll take you, show you the new shop here in a few. I'll go down there and meet my electrician, aka my brother. We've been putting in new lighting down there just like I have in my shop here. We've got these 8-foot LEDs in here, and you see I think there's 13 total in this shop. And in the new shop, I've got, I think we're installing 24 to 28. I have 28 sticks, but I think I currently have it laid out to install 24. So it's gonna be bright. The camera really doesn't do these justice. On just like I said on the camera itself. So at night it's fantastic having these. It really cuts down a lot of the shadows. I mean, you see kind of pretty much any way I turn in here, there are shadows, but not terrible, right? So I got to take a lot of this stuff at my at-home shop to my new shop. Like I said, I am bidding on some lifts, so I'm hopefully going to leave my lift in my shop, but I am going to take like my toolbox, this other box. I got my press over here. I've got TIG welder, MIG welder, air compressor. My speakers, I'm going to take those. I've got a roll around cart. I've got an oil drain bucket. There's a fan over there, parts washer. Got the parts washer. We've got a blast cabinet. Got a couple engine stands back here. There's an engine stand. There's an engine stand. We're gonna go through a lot of this stuff. There's a lot of area down there to be able to. It has a storage room, so I'm gonna put up some shelving in there. Hopefully, be able to like store like transmissions and cylinder heads and all that kind of junk in the shop down there. I am gonna take all my bolts because it's super handy to have bolts. That's another thing. Another issue that we run into on the road sometimes. Like last week, I was installing a new caliper on a customer's car, and the previous shop stripped the bolts. So we had to go find bolts at 6 p.m. and that was quite a task. Thankfully, we did find some at Lowe's, but it's the same bolts as what the Hondas use, and I could have used it perfectly. But we got a lot of stuff in here that's going to have to be moved in the next 2 weeks. The shop should be open 2 weeks from yesterday. So yesterday was Monday, today is Tuesday. So the shop should be open on the 18th. And I will be doing Honda stuff there. So if any of you guys are local in Alabama and you need stuff done to your Hondas, then come see me. It's called Everything Brakes and it's located in Cottondale, Alabama. All right, so this is the new shop. Still got to change my sign up there. I got it ordered yesterday. But it's in a great location, right on the main road. And it'd be good for business. See, it's 4 bays. It's 40 feet deep and about 70 foot shop space. So about 40 by 70. I think overall width of the building is 40 by 80. So definitely a big improvement. Currently they are remodeling the lobby and then both of the restrooms. So there's a restroom here for the technicians, and then there's a restroom inside the lobby for the customers. And so like I said, they're remodeling those, putting new sheetrock in, put a new ceiling on the office. And then this is the little restroom for the customers. And then we'll probably paint this lobby too. I'm gonna paint some kind of color and maybe put one of my logos here for the Everything Brakes. I gotta get some couches or chairs or something in here. But all that's just in due time, My brother and I, we just got done installing all the lights. It looked kind of weird pattern, but we just did it this way to maximize the lighting, to minimize dark spots, especially with the doors open. So it'll still be, because initially we had them like over here, we had all 4 of these. Like these 2 over here were between these over here. And so it kind of made a dark spot right in here, and it just worked best like this. And I know the video probably doesn't do it justice, but it is very bright in here. So you can see like there's not a lot of shadows on me, right? So that's good. And if push comes to shove, I've still got another whole box of lights. I've already brought the wheels down here I took off of my green CRV. I've got to sell those and change it up, do something different with those. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a big improvement. It's got a storage room over in that area too, in the corner. So we got to put some shelves and stuff in there. Probably going to put at least 3 lifts in here, one over there, one at this bay, and one at this bay. And then this bay right here will probably be where I park my CRVs and whatnot, just out of the weather. Like I said, if any of you guys are in Alabama or nearby and you want me to work on your Hondas, well, come check us out at Everything Brakes. And there it is, Everything Brakes. That's my phone number for the business. And yeah, we do all kinds of mechanic work, and especially on the Hondas. So come check us out.